Grand Trunk. Specifically, the Grand Trunk Skeeter Beeter Pro camping hammock. Very good product. I'm going to go ahead and say, right out of the bag, ready to hang up with pretty much everything that they send you. I have made some modifications to mine, but if you're new to hammock camping and you want something that'll get you going right out of the box, this will do it. This is the Pro model. It's made with a heavier nylon fabric. Supports up to 400 pounds, and I think is 10.5 feet long. Everything that I've seen is at triple stitching right there on the seams with the bug netting. Pretty heavy duty zipper, triple stitching again. It comes with its own stuff sack that's sewn onto it. I've seen a lot of people that cut these off to save weight. I don't. I leave mine on there. And at night I put like my wallet, my car keys, flashlight. That way when I go to zip up, I can just unzip the bag and pull it inside if I need anything. A couple of modifications that I did make. I took out the suspension that they give you, and I replaced that with these whoopee slings and tree straps. I'm still using carabiners, but those are lighter weight carabiners than the one they send you. But the whoopee slings, obviously, everybody that knows hammock camping, give you a lighter option for stringing up your system, and it's still very sturdy. I took out, they give you about 40 feet of this shock cord, and what that is designed to do is it stretches from tree to tree, and it goes through these loops, and that's how you keep the bug net up out of your face. But rather than do that, what I did, I have my ridge line that my tarp goes down, and I just cut about a 1.5 foot section of this shock cord, and I leave one end tied to the ridge line permanently. That just stays there. The other end hangs loose, and then I take the other end and I loop it through these loops when I get ready to hang, and that pulls the bug net up out of my face. But when I get down in the hammock, it stretches, so it won't rip the bug net when I lay down in it. It'll just stretch down. And since they're just 2 half hitches, I can move them or pull them back depending on where the tarp laid at the time. Well, that's it right there. When you get ready to get in your hammock, you just unzip, you pull this on, inside and outside zippers, and you are protected by the no-see-um mesh from all the nasties, mosquitoes, gnats, whatever wants to get in there with you. They stay outside where they're supposed to be. Customer service, I will give an A+ to the guys at Grand Trunk. Sean was awesome. I did have a problem. One of the hammocks that they sent me originally, I guess, was for lighter weight guys. I was right underneath the weight limit, and even with that, I still got a little hole, and sat down in it one day, and that 1-inch hole turned into a 3-foot hole pretty quickly. But it was no biggie. I called them, I explained the situation, I sent them a couple pictures. They said, no biggie, we'll send you another one right in the mail. And 4 days later, I had a Grand Trunk Skeeter Beeter Pro model that holds 400 pounds. So hopefully this one will stay in one piece. My tarp, in case anybody was wondering, is I call it the Black Cats, the DIY tarp from DIYsupply.com. And the only thing about it, it almost looks a little too small for this hammock, which is a shame because I put a lot of work into that tarp. I really hate for it to be too small. I haven't used this when it was raining yet, so one day I'm going to find a day when it's rainy and take it out in the backyard, hang it up, and see how dry it stays. But it's using the continual ridge line, as per Sugar Marie's post. It's just a couple of prusik knots on the ridge line, and that way you can slide your tarp back and forth along your ridge line. I'm using the figure 9 to keep it nice and tight. And, da-da-da, on the end of my tarp here, I'm using some more of that shot cord that they gave me. So I'm just finding all kinds of uses for that shot cord other than what it was meant to do. But I have to admit, great product. Certainly if you're looking to break into hammock camping for anywhere between $55 to $75, you can get yourself a Grand Trunk Skeeter Beeter Pro. And if you like it, I think for how much hammock camping I do, I will not need to go up to a more expensive Hennessy or Clark. You know, this will work for me just fine. But it's a great way to get your toe into the water. If you decide that you want to get one of the more expensive hammocks, great. You've at least know kind of what will work for you and what will not. And this is a nice way to get into hammock camping without breaking the bank. So once again, Grand Trunk Skeeter Beeter Pro, highly recommend it. Give them a shot if you haven't already. Bye for now.